Hello, everybody. Hope you can see me. That's her notification on her phone. I always like to set that up weird for her. Hey, Andy, what's up? I just figured I'd go live because I try to make a video, and when I make a video about this subject, mental health, mental disability, or whatever you want to call it, and doing YouTube, it's always, a couple hours long or something like that. So it's just easier to do this than try to do a video. Hey, T951, how are you doing? Say nothing, being lazy again. Gonna work in the garage later, Andy. Yeah, that'll be cool. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out what the best way of making a video about this. But like I was saying, it's hard to make a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video that somebody will watch about kind of what you're going through and why you don't do videos and all this. And it's how do you edit it? And I don't know, but I figured I'd come live just for giggles. Hey, good morning, Strawberry Pixie. How are you doing? Not really, nothing planned today. Just trying to make videos and not being able to, and figured, I can't figure out the best way of making the video or what video I'm going to do, or so I just figured, hey, shoot, I'll just come live. We haven't been on in forever. Tia's in there in the other room with the boys. She's doing school with the boys. So, and I've got what I've done. I've got done what I was supposed to get done so far today. So, hey, Sonia, how you doing? But yeah, I want to talk about mental health, mental disability, at least mine, what I go through, and how it affects doing YouTube videos. I think it's funny. A lot of times you'll get people out there that say they have a mental disability. I mean, they're throwing out videos every day and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, and granted, they could have a mental disability and they could be suffering from a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can't do that. I've tried to, I have to edit them. It's just one of those anxiety issues for me. It's just something I have to do, which that falls in there too. When I do make a video, my anxiety kicks up on whenever I'm editing it. And shoot, I could be there for 3-4 hours editing a video because I'm just so worried about what it's going to look like or what people are going to think about it or whatever. It's just, I don't think I've edited a video yet that I've really liked. I've just kind of just said, well, this is as good as it's going to get for me, and I can't do no more. Most videos I edit and then I'll save it over to my computer, or I'll download it, or what's that called? Download or whatever into the system or whatever. and I have to redo it. I have to redo it like 2 or 3 times. I'm glad everybody's doing good. We're doing good over here. I mean, same old day, you know. I did do a video on the aquaponics system, explaining all that. And I went to edit it today. And it's all gone. I don't know where it's at. The video that I shot and downloaded onto the computer are no longer there. And the SD card I've already formatted and cleaned it all up. So it's not saved in my camera. And for some reason, it's not saved in my system anywhere. And I know it is because I tried to edit it the other day and was not able to get it right. So I just kind of stopped it and said, oh, I'll come back onto it, you know. But gone, you know. So, Andy, a new one today is the strawberry kiwi. This one's pretty good too, you know. It's a good one. But does anybody? I know. I don't really talk about it. I don't know what to talk about today. Anybody have any questions? I just figured it's going to be kind of that's why I don't put out a lot of videos. I mean, I try to video every day, but I fight with myself, I guess, on getting up out of bed or starting the video or doing a video or what I'm doing a video on. I mean, I know it's not hard. I know it's just you just flick it on and start recording, but for some reason mentally just can't get it going. Hey, I like the cotton candy's good. I found that if you mix it half and half with some other type of soda or a juice or something, it kind of just sweetens up your juice or sweetens up the other one, you know. And yes, I'm a smoker. You know, I've tried to stop, but I don't want to go to jail. You know, that's what I tell my doctor. He asked me why I don't stop smoking. I tell him because I don't want to go spend 25 to life in prison. He looks at me like, what? And I was like, well, I get very angry whenever I go through nicotine withdrawals. So, you know, he always starts to laugh. I always try to make the doctor laugh, you know. But that's another thing that's been going on is, you know, I take pills a lot. Well, shoot. Here's my pill bag. See all these? I don't know if you can see them all. Let's see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 different pills that I have to take. And I take 12 pills every morning. Then I have to take 4 pills in the afternoon. And I take 8 pills at night. That's what the doctors got me on. None of them for mental health either. This is all for, you know, high blood pressure and a lot of stuff like, and other medical issues, but that is taking them pills, man. Try recording. Yeah, my phone that I use, it doesn't record very well. It's the picture quality is really bad, So I've tried before, But yeah, I take all these pills, and bad thing about it is half of them drag you down. So you're just kind of in a daze all the time, you know. Um, every one of them side effect is weight gain. So, I started taking pills a year ago, and from a year ago till now, shoot, I've gained over 100 pounds. Haven't changed my diet, haven't done nothing different. It's just one of the side effects of the pills. And, that kind of sucks butt, that's adds on another depression that you're getting fatter, and then that puts more stress on your bones and everything. So you can barely walk anymore. I'm falling because my legs give out, or my knees give out, or my ankles give out, or I just, my brain gives out on me or whatever, but I have a tendency of falling. Um, see, what else do we got? Yeah, if y'all have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and I'll answer any questions as best I can. Gonna move my legs. See what else is there. Um, hello. I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. Atia's not here, and I can barely read. So Noble and Daniel. I think that's who it is. Thank you for coming in. Thank everybody for being here. I mean, granted, it's only 4 people, so it's all right. I don't really care. Yeah, so that's why you don't get a lot of videos from us. I'd love to put out a video every day, and I'm going to try that here soon, is doing a video every day, even if it's something small, maybe start doing, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know my next video that I was going to come out is the one explaining the failure of my aquaponics, because that failed. I don't know what happened. Everything that I watched or read or anything like that about it, mainly watched. I did it correctly. I was on some other people's YouTube channels and left comments on what has happened to mine, and got responses back, and they gave me suggestions to do, and I took all those suggestions and tried all those, and that still failed. What is the well, currently right now I'm sitting in bed. It's where I spend the whole day, is that bed right here, in bed with the blanket, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Well, to see my phone, I needed something to mount my phone on. So I have my viewing system stuff over here. This is my table over here. Well, right back here, I have my camera system for the outside and all that. Up here, I have a tablet that we don't use no more. So I have it hooked up, and that shows me the weather all the time. Then right here, usually my laptop sits right here so I can see it. And then right here and this is all, and I made all these wooden things out of popsicle sticks because I didn't have holders for it. This right here, it actually has like a little bungee or a little thing where it opens and closes like a clamp. And then my computer rack is angled at an angle, so it has my keyboard at an angle, so it's more comfortable. This right here is where my phone sits. And this is a phone holder that I have. So I'm able to sit, when I sit here, I can see my phone and I can see my laptop. And if the phone thing swivels out of the way, so if I need to push it out of the way or whatever, and it's on the same system where if you pull this, it'll clamp your phone in. So, and then hanging off it is just a cord. This thing, the way it's made is you can't just plug headphones into it. You got to have an adapter that goes into the bottom, like where you charge. It's an adapter where it's got the little charger part on one side or whatever, and it's got the little round thing for your headphones. Yeah, but my whole system is just set up right here so I can not move. And, it's a little rack that sits right next to the bed. It's got, where I can put my drinks, and then I've got another thing that's right below it. It's dirty over here, so let's see. Right here's the thing right below it, and this little thing here, it's a little platform that holds my mouse that controls my laptop up here at a comfortable stage. Because, but yeah, this is where I spend most of my days, right here in bed. Not really able to get out of bed some days. So, this is where it's at, yeah. But yeah, I gotta, I get bored, so I make crap all the time. The popsicle sticks, I love making stuff out of the popsicle sticks. I mean, I get so bored that I even make a holding system for the popsicle sticks. So here's my little holding rack for my popsicle sticks. It's all together. It holds my glue. Got a little place for my glue to go. Then I have a place for my popsicle sticks to go. And this is also connected like with rubber bands. So it keeps them all tight so that, that whenever you they don't, most of the time they don't fall out, if I move it. Back here, usually I put some pins and stuff, but I've been using those lately. So, but yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of crap going on nowadays, which with this virus that goes around, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect the Tia very much because we both suffer from mental disability. And for us, though, we don't like to go out anyways. I mean, so, hey, Spencer. So, yeah, the virus doesn't affect us because we don't like to go. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Since it's an important topic, mental health is an important topic to talk about. But yeah, we don't go out very much in the first place. Even before this virus started, we only left the house 2 or 3 times a month. you know. So this virus doesn't really affect us like it affects a lot of people, where they have, a lot of people are actually their mental disabilities. There's a lot of people out there that have mental disabilities that really never knew that they had mental disabilities, but now that they are homebound a lot and they can't go out, a lot of that stress of not socializing causes people to have some mental disabilities. But for us, it's no different because we never went out in the first place. I mean, I have issues. Tia has issues with, thank you, Strawberry. We both have issues with being around a lot of people, being around people in general, so that whole stay away from people thing, we do that anyways. We still only go out once or twice, and that's usually for doctor's appointments or if we have to go pick up pills, because I cannot figure out how to get pills delivered to my house yet. If I could figure out how to get pills delivered to my house, I wouldn't leave just for doctor's appointment. That'd be the only reason why I'd leave is doctor's appointments. But now we set it up to where if there's a doctor's appointment, I'll do the Walmart order or the Kroger's order, where you just go and pull in there and pick it up, so you don't got to go inside. I'll do one of those after the doctor's appointment or something. So yeah. And we already homeschool our kids anyway, so I don't know if y'all, yeah, just like I think that last video I put out was a picture video. That was a truck doing raviolis. We had fun doing that. That's harder than you think it is. It was probably not a good plan to start out with doing raviolis for his first cooking lesson. But I don't do the simple stuff. So they came out really good though. I mean, they were really good. Kind of difficult to make, but I'll adjust the recipe next time when we make them. So, but the noodles came out really good. I mean, we had extra dough, and I rolled that out, and I was cutting it into little pieces, and it was like really thick dough. Hey, Dana Zari, how are you doing today? Thanks for stopping in. So that came out really good. See, Tia's in there doing homeschool right now. So I figured I'd stop on and discuss how messed up my head is. And it's okay. Oh, like if you see like scrolling across the bottom down there of the screen, see all the little emojis? That's the best way I can explain what goes through a person's head, or at least my head. The emotions. On an average day, it just changes so much. I mean, one day, I can start the day off in a good mood, and 5 minutes later, sitting here and like a zombie, not knowing what to move, and then 10 minutes after that, feeling like, oh, I could conquer the world, and then 10 minutes after that, wanting to be in a corner crying because I don't want nobody to be around me. So I don't know, my head's just, it does that, and I have a condition that I'm not able to take pills for it. Thank you, Nana. I'm not able to take pills for my mental disability because all the pills that I take have negative reactions to me. I took one a while back. I took one of these pills that's supposed to help you, and I felt it coming. It was bad. I went and locked myself in the bedroom. I told Atia and the boys, stay away from me. And boy, I got in there and it just felt like my whole mind just went to this rage of just hating everything and just wanting to break everything and just wanting to destroy the world and just destroy everybody and all that. I knew it was bad, and you could just feel that coming on, that feeling coming on. And well, I don't take those pills no more. I've tried a couple other pills, but they just have bad reactions. So I can't take anything for mental health. Can't take any pills for that. So joy, and I think here lately the worst thing that is, trying to make videos and not being able to make them. And then that puts you in a depression because you're not making videos and you want to make videos. It's a crappy cycle. I mean, it's a sucky cycle that you're sitting there and, you feel bad because you're not making videos and you want to make videos and you can't believe you're not making videos. And then that makes you depressed about not making videos. And then that depression makes it to where you can't make any videos. And you're just sitting there going, damn. And then you end up, laying in bed, not doing anything, and constantly you're thinking about making videos. And then you're thinking about, well, no, you got to the depression, which is not helping you make videos. And it's like, come on, it's just, and then your channel's not growing and you're wondering why your channel's not growing. And that depresses you, and then you get to see the people on there playing with you. I've got somebody who must have 5 accounts because every month I will, throughout the month, about 4 or 5 times, I'll gain 5 subscribers and then I'll lose 5 subscribers. And it's just every 3 or 4 days, here they are, then they go away. Here they are, then they go away. So, and I understand that that's what they're doing, but still, like some days it doesn't bother me, and then some days it just almost destroys you, and these people, they don't understand that, the bullying that goes on. And I know there's few people in here that can understand about being bullied, but, they don't understand that, for some people it's bad. I mean, it's not, they take it differently, I mean, it's, here recently, I've just kind of stayed away from everybody, you know. Oh, it might be just the YouTube doing that to me. So YouTube's messing with me. Well, that sounds about right. Big corporations messing with the little guy. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah. I mean, what was it? Just uh, yesterday, day before yesterday, I think it was. I finally hit 700 subscribers, so I'm getting close to that 1,000. I'll get there one day. I know it's going to be slow because I can't work it. I mean, it's trying to mess with me. Yeah, it could be. I did that whole um, uh, I just, yeah, I know, and it's one of those things where I can sit here and say, yeah, I understand, and I can sit here and say, yeah, don't listen to the bullies, and they don't mean nothing, and all that. But some days, just a lot of days that it doesn't bother me, but there's just a couple of those days every once in a while where it hits you, and then that wipes you out for a few days, and then you're good. But I know I got to get better at not letting that stuff bother me. But yeah, like I was saying, I try not to go out there, and I've tried it again where you get on these people. Everybody keeps going, oh, go on these other people's live streams and talk to people. And, you go over these live streams, and then you go over there and they say, yeah, like everybody in the room and talk to them and go to their channels and watch their videos. And they're good people, and they'll come watch your videos. And some pretty popular people that people in here know. I'm not going to say no names or anything, but so I go to their live streams and I get in the live stream. And I mean, these are the people that do these live streams like 2 times a day or at least once a day or whatever. So I go over these live streams, and, there's people over there, and I'll go over there and I'll like their page and I'll watch videos and I'll make a comment. I'll subscribe to them and all this, and never hear anything from these people. One SP. Thank you, one SP. It's just every day. I mean, I thank God every day that I wake up. And the bad thing about it is, it's one of those things that you thank God every day that you wake up, but then every night you pray to God that you don't wake up. It's kind of the way it works. You sit there, and by the end of the day, you're ready for it. You're done. Well, thank you, one SP. I appreciate that. I mean, that means a lot. So, I try to do the best I can. I mean, I don't know. It's difficult. I mean, there's a lot of crap goes around up there in my head. I mean, it's I don't know what it is. I mean, I would love for the doctors to figure it out. And then with the physical, that doesn't help any either. I'm to the point now where I'm barely able to walk. I'm hopefully right now I'm saving up for a cane. I got to get me a walking cane. Miss M gave me a. Oh, hey, how are you doing? I know who Miss Gaming is. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming over. Yeah, I got to get me a cane because I keep falling. I got really bad balance lately. But the problem with it is of course, this is like life for me. It's one of those things where I don't know, the system snowballs you. If you got one thing bad, then it just gets worse and worse and worse. Same concept is, since of my pills that I take make me fat, I've gotten fatter now. So now the cause of that now is now everything is more expensive to buy. Like t-shirts. Shoot, a normal person can go out there and buy a t-shirt, and what are you getting them for? $10 a piece, if that. From $5 to $10. Shoot, go on there and try to see how much like a 5X t-shirt is. Now, granted, I could wear something. You like to have a t-shirt that's a little bit bigger. I mean, just because of me. I mean, see how this one is much higher than it should be. But yeah, you go out there, you look at a 5X t-shirt, and shoot, you're like spending like $20 on a t-shirt. It's like, really? It's unbelievable. But yeah, so my doctors recommended me to get a cane. Yeah, the bigger clothes do. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's like, come on, give me a break. But yeah, like the doctor said, I need to get a cane. Well, of course, I got me one of these normal canes, and That didn't do nothing because I was walking and had one of my things where I got dizzy, and so my legs got all wonker jarred, and I fell. The problem is the cane. I tried to support myself with the cane. That old cane just folded right up on me. You know, it was one of those metal ones, and it just folded right in half. So now I'm looking into it. I'm gonna get. I've got to get one of these heavy duty ones. So it's like, man. But yeah, that's just the way it is. You got to buy everything heavy duty. You know, I try to do that no matter what. You spend that little bit extra, get that heavy duty, but it does last longer. Yeah, that Mrs. M. Gaving Novice. That is my sister-in-law. Is it sister-in-law? Yeah, sister-in-law. Yeah, that's how you say it, I think. Yeah, because she says hi, brother-in-law. Yeah, sister-in-law. That is Atia's brother's wife. Um, yeah, so she's on here. She comes on all the time. You know, but yeah, that's who that is. Uh, yeah, but just every day. Just one of those things. Yeah, sister-in-law. That's what it is. Some of those things is kind of, how do you say it right or whatever. I don't know. Family. That's my family. That's the easiest way of saying it. That's a family. But yeah, I mean, that's just the way it works. I don't let it bother me. I've gotten over all that of the whole the whole life sucks crap. But for me, it's like one of those things is, I have is it a motto? I don't know. Things I tell myself all the time. I tell the boys this too. I tell Atia this too, though, is, life sucks. I don't care what people say. Life sucks. But the thing is what are you going to do about it? You know, yeah, you can sit here all day long and say, yeah, life sucks and all this, but, you know, it all depends on you on what you're going to do about it to fix it. It's like, yeah, life sucks that you live in a crappy place, but, you can't let it get to you because at least you have a place, you know, or, oh, it's crappy that you don't have this. You just got to suck it up. At least you have something, you know. There's always somebody worse off than you, so that kind of helps kind of kick you out of that system sometimes whenever I'll go, when I go through that whole depression, mental issues, it might take a day or so to get it working, but then all those call ones, oh, uh, how you solve that problem is whenever they call you, just start making crap up. I love it when I get these people calling me. I'll sit here and talk to them for a while and waste their time. Then they end up just not talking to you no more. That's what I do with those. Yeah, life sucks. Yeah, I used to say that all the time there. Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'll sit here for days at a time or weeks at a time, just feeling sorry for myself and feeling like shit, just praying to God that I don't wake up no more. Trust me, I have those bad days, you know, and sometimes it's like no matter what, you're there, you know, and then every once in a while, you get that little bit of that clarity in your mind. And it's like, what are you doing about it? Why are you just still sitting here? Why are you still laying here? You got a family, or you got boys, you got a wife that loves you and all this. And it kind of kicks you out. But, because trust me, it's not going to be perfect every day. I mean, this ain't one of these things where you start feeling bad for yourself. You can just say, oh, I've got this, this, and this. No, it's days where you feel bad for yourself and you could care less whether or not what you got. You just got to try to do your best to hold on, and hopefully that you hit that clarity moment that it'll kind of kick you out of that rut, and then you just got to move forward. You just got to keep pushing forward. So that's what I do. But yeah, I think they need to. I think more people need to talk about mental disability. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's just. It's bad. It's just that it's not something you shouldn't talk about. I mean, a lot of people have it. A lot of people won't talk about it. I try to talk about mine. I'd love to talk about mine more. I mean, I'm gonna hopefully I can start doing more. Motivation to keep you moving. Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, that's the best thing I can do. But there's some days where you sit there and you think about it. Yes, I know that Tia loves me. Yes, I know my boys love me. But would they be better off if I wasn't there? You know. Hi, Trisha. Yeah. So your mind, it's like a game. It's like one of them labyrinths. That's the best way I explain my head is my mind is a labyrinth. That's one of those little maze games. That's what my mind is. So it's whenever you start that depression, you start at the beginning and you try to make it to the happy place, which is in the center, and there's a lot of dead ends in the labyrinth, and there's a lot of places that you'll go, and it's gives you the choice on which door to walk through, and I mean that's how my mind is, and that's the goal, is to get to the end. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, I try to do a whole lot better with talking about it. Me and Atia talk a lot, which helps. But I think this here, when I talk to more people, it seems to help me out a whole lot better. You know, um, many years ago, I went through. I've been suffering from mental health for a long time, but many years ago, I went through a bad time, and I was one of those people that held everything in. Yes, one SP. Yeah, it helps when other people kind of. That's why I like to talk about it on here, because then I can get other people that kind of. They're like when y'all are people that are in my head, in my labyrinth, and whenever I go and I come to that split where that door is, and you get those people that kind of care about you, or think about you, and you come to that door, which door should I choose? But I kind of imagine that one of y'all are standing at the door saying, no, not this door, that door. And that just helps me get further in. You know, it's kind of how that's what I do with the, different people in my head that, I know that say, kind things or nice things like that. I put them in my, you know, y'all end up in my brain, in my game. But yeah, many years ago, I didn't talk about it. I never would admit that I had a problem, you know, that was from childhood. You don't meant that you got crazy or anything's wrong with you. So I bottled it all up inside. Well, the problem is when you bottle it all up inside, you end up, you know, you end up in a basement with, a bunch of empty cans of beer and a 45, you know, and you think the world is better off without you. And you take that 45 and you stick it in your mouth and you pull the trigger. And that was my clarity moment in life, is that all I heard was a click. It misfired on me. And ever since then, I've never really had those. I mean, I still have thoughts, but I've never attempted to try to do anything else ever since that moment. Yeah, you hold that crap in. That's what it does. You can only hold it in so long. Well, that's what I did. And I mean, but ever since that moment, I do my best not to hold crap in. If I have a problem with somebody, I'll tell them, or I just won't talk to them anymore. You know, it's, I'll move on. I mean, a little bit after, that happened, we did that. And that's why we're in Tennessee now, is because I was having so many issues, down there in Texas, especially being around my family. 'Cause my family are not very nice people. And I was like, man, I got to get out of here. This is going to happen again or something. And that's when we moved up here, you know. Yeah, but it's not good. Yeah, that stuff will, you know, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Angel. Yeah, yeah, that bottling up, I mean, it just eats at you, it's got to come out, you know, it's got to come out sooner or later. That bottling up's going to come out. At that point in my life, it was all up there. The alcohol didn't help either. Well, I guess alcohol did help because it allowed it all to come out. But yeah, it took away ever since that day. I mean, granted, I still have mental problems and I still suffer from a lot of issues, but I don't think it's as bad as it was. I never go through that. I never go through that point where I ever really want to end up there again. I mean, it's like I've been there, done that, don't want to do it again. I mean, I know there's a purpose in my life. Don't know what I mean, I guess one day it'll be revealed what my purpose is, you know. So every day I just sit here and just keep going forward. I think one of my purposes is to take care of Atia, because she has a lot of mental disabilities too. And yeah, I think you got to have a mental disability to understand a disability like that. I mean, because she's just as bad off as I am. And, I don't think a lot of people can would understand exactly what a person goes through, where, that she has those days where she's in bed and she never wants to get up either. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't say I will never end up there. In my mind, I can tell myself that I will never end up there, but, who knows, if I ever lose the Tia and the kids, could end up there again. So, I don't want to ever say never, because just like I said, life sucks, You know, you never know what's going to happen. You just got to kind of deal with it when it happens, you know. So, but, you know, I do think that I'm better off now than I was. But ever since that moment, I at least talk to somebody, or I have to talk about it, you know, and just like YouTube here, the main reason why we do YouTube, hey, sincerely, you know, the main reason why we do YouTube is part of my mental disability is this is my way to socialize with other people. I have issues with talking with people. You know, I don't like people. I don't want to be around people. I know that's not good for me. And I know I need to get over that, but I can't just walk out the door and do that. So this is my baby steps that I do is doing stuff like this is for some reason this doesn't bother me. Yeah, it does, Andy. I mean, I'm telling you, I know exactly what you're going through with, you know, you know, that was about the time when I was messed up in my head, and is right after I lost a job. You know, I mean, imagine you go from, I was one of those that I had two jobs. I worked, you know, 12, 14-hour days, you know, had no problem with that. I enjoyed working, you know. I think that was part of my mental disability then was because I enjoyed the working because it gave me a purpose in life, you know. But imagine going and then all of a sudden you're no longer working anymore. You know, mine was I fell off a roof and messed my leg up, and I was bedridden for 6 months, and then 6 months of therapy to start walking again. You know, so that's where a lot of my, and then after that, the jobs were gone, and I wasn't able to do the stuff I was supposed to be able to do, and you know, because I'm not able to do, I always call them smart jobs, you know, and I was never able to do the smart jobs. That's the one where you have to, you know, read crap or write stuff or like that. I was always a physical labor. You know, I was always, you know, lift this and carry this and build this. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you damage your body. You're no longer able to do that tomorrow. There goes your career, you know. And it's funny. It's one of those things where you have people that you've known for 10 years, 15 years. I mean, there was people I worked with for 15 years at jobs, you know, and that were like, you would think that you'd almost consider them family, you know. Well, you get hurt. Hey, Carter Eats, thanks for showing up. You know, you'd almost think these people are family. Well, as soon as you get hurt or as soon as something happens, you no longer work there. It's like, who are you? You know, they act like you're nobody. You know, they don't know who you are anymore. You know, you're like, you sit there and you think about, you know, what was this? Was it all a game? You know, it's just like, come on, really? I mean, it's a, you know, it's a hard transition, and I know Andy right now has been going through a lot of that because you know he's recently hurt himself and all that. No longer has those jobs, so I know he has to. I mean, it's a hard one. I mean, you see who your real friends are when that happens. You know, you really do. You know, and you realize a lot of times you realize that you don't have friends that you thought you had. That's usually the way it goes. I mean, It was one of those things where, you know, you go from having a dozen friends that you would hang out with right after work or during work, or you'd go pick up, you know, to go to work or drop them off at home, or you knew their family, their kids, everything, to nothing. Yeah. Yeah. 20 years at a job and nobody ever calls to, you know, figure out what's wrong with you. Heck, I was there, you know, I mean, when I fell off that roof and hurt my leg, I had my boss called me, was the only one that called me to see how I was doing and wanted to know whether or not I was going to be able to work there, how soon I was able to come back to work. And I'm like, I was like, they're telling me that, you know, I mean, currently right now, I can't even get out of bed. You know, I'm peeing in a bucket. You know, I can't get out of bed, nothing, you know. And it's like, oh, that was the only phone call I ever got. So I know, you know, yeah, I saw the video that you put out on it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It hurts. I mean, it hurts bad to think that people are like that, you know, and, you know, it's kind of awful, you know. I mean, you kind of, you realize who people are, you know, and you realize that, man, these people suck, you know. So, are you done with school?
Yeah, we're on lunch.
Oh, they are on lunch. I'll have a TSA hi. I'm on live. Hey, there she is.
Hi.
You got Angel's in here right now.
Hey, Angel.
Y'all go make lunch. There's the boys. Yes, you can come over. They want to say hi, so you come over and say hi.
Hi.
You got to come over here where he is.
Hi.
Yeah, so y'all hurry up and go get y'all's lunch done. They're making lunch. I figured that out.
A sandwich.
Mama gonna have a sandwich. They're all saying it. Or Nana says hello, beautiful.
Hi,
Ain't she? Well, I'm just thought the luckiest person in the world. You know, but I figured I'd come on and we're talking about mental disability, mental health.
Oh.
You know, talk about how screwed up my head is.
Yeah, you are a basket case.
Yeah. So. Spencer says hi to you and the boys.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. What are y'all having for lunch? Mama's having a sandwich.
I'm going to try this thing.
Say that for dinner. You know, is there any more of that spaghetti stuff left?
No.
Y'all find something.
I think you'll forget it.
Yes, you think you have friends. Already out.
Pardon me, y'all. I'm hungry.
Yeah, she's gonna eat this. Yeah, y'all eat. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I understand it, Andy. Trust me. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, you even knew, you even been to their personal houses. You knew them personally. You knew their wives or their husbands. You knew their kids. Everything. He said I needed to behave. Oh, they said it's a mukbang, dear. You're mukbanging it.
Yeah.
Yep, she's gonna do a mukbang.
Hi.
Is that
Hi, Trisha.
Trisha, yeah, Trisha. I might have said your name wrong. I think I might have said Teresa. I don't know, Trisha. I say her name wrong half the time. That's why I just say, "Hey, dear." You know. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I understand, Andy. I mean, people can be butts. I mean, they're asses. You know, you don't have that job no more, or you get hurt. They act like you're like the plague now. You know. Heading out to an appointment, blessed to really be saved. Thank you for stopping in, sincerely, Lucy. We really appreciate it. Hey, be safe out there. There's a lot of crazy people out there. So, yeah. Yeah, just trying to explain how my head works. You know.
He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. But that's okay because I like Cocoa Puffs.
Me too.
See, you always got to think it's positive into it, you know. You know, and I tell them about my my issues of making videos.
Oh yeah.
I drive her crazy sometimes with that. You know, I'll end up driving her crazy about, you know, the editing or if it's right or if it's not right. How noisy everybody is.
Hey, truck.
You know, so how's school going?
Who's going good?
School's going good. You know, we're in our second week?
Mm-hmm.
Second week of school. You know, which is, you know, it's not bad. I mean, we've always homeschooled, so we never had to worry about that virus with the kids going. I can't believe they're going back to school. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of parents that, you know, that they have full-time jobs and they're not able to homeschool their kids. And I feel so sorry for those people, you know, but man, I don't think this virus stuff is over with. You know, I mean, I honestly believe it's going to stir back up again. And now sending these kids back to school and this it's a requirement that they have to wear a mask. You name one kid out there that is going to listen to what you tell them to do. It ain't going to happen. They're going to put that mask on, and then when no teachers are around, they're going to take that mask off to talk or to whatever. You know, it's not going to happen. You know, I mean, so I'm very thankful that our kids don't go to school. You know, I mean, plus they get a better education with the homeschooling, you know. They learn a whole lot more, you know. Yeah, but I think they've already heard that there's some counties here in Tennessee. What was it? Eastern Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eastern Tennessee, that there was some counties already in Eastern Tennessee that have already had to close down this year because the virus kind of snuck back up in there a little bit. You know, I mean, I think it's all going to be, you know, our weather has been really bad lately. And I think that we've had a mild winter, you know, or a mild summer. And the summer is what kills, supposedly we were waiting on the summer to come around because that was what's going to kill the virus off. But the problem is at least here in Tennessee, we've had a mild summer. I mean, we're already now starting to wake up to, you know, 60-degree weather. You know, we're in the low 60s in the morning up until 10 o'clock, you know. So we've had a mild summer. And I think that we're going to have an early fall and a bad winter, and it's going to stir this crap up again. You know, I mean, I think it's going to get worse. You know, I've heard those people say how this stuff's going to last 2 years. Yep. I believe it. I believe that this stuff's going to last 2 years, maybe even longer, you know. So, I mean, it's one of the things. Everybody's got to be safe out there, you know. I mean, we do our best not to go out and not to go socialize with people and all that. How was your sandwich?
Good.
You had a
Chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwich. So, sliced chicken, heated up in the microwave for like 30 seconds. Cheese, mayonnaise on one side, mustard on the other side. Pick the crust off of it. What are y'all having for lunch now?
I'm having spaghetti. You spit on my bed.
Okay, Tyler's having spaghetti for lunch.
I still don't know.
Truck still hasn't decided what he's having. And there's some of those good hot dogs in there. You can open a package of the hot dogs up and heat you up a couple of those. You can have a couple of hot dogs for, you know. You can have that for lunch.
Don't eat on my spaghetti.
You know, oh, somebody's calling her. One of those, hey, do you have health insurance? You know. And that's funny when they call her up. They want to sit there and try to spew off this thing. You can get this health insurance or this health insurance. All she says is, hey, I'm VA disabled. They okay, thank you, bye. I gotta run. Got to get my day started. All right, Andy, I'll talk to you. Well, me and him text all day, so I'll talk to you later. He's
Bye,
got
Andy.
boys say bye.
Bye.
Yeah, they said bye, Andy. He's got to get out there and get that garage going. Still here, we're in school. Where you're in school, I mean, you're going to school or you homeschooling? We homeschool, so they're on lunch break right now. So, wow, we're down to like 3 people now. So I think that's going to be Angel's probably one of them because she just posted it. Maybe Carter's might be the other one because I got my phone on right now, so I know Nana's here. All right. Talk to you later, Nana. Be safe. You know, stay safe out there, you know. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your week, too, everybody. You know, if you're leaving right now, have a good rest of your week. So, but yeah, so. Yeah, still here. She's still here, yeah.
It takes a lot of patience and discipline to homeschool your kids.
Yeah, talk about homeschooling a little bit.
Because they learn at different speeds. And you got to make sure you give them that one-on-one attention. I give Truck a little more one-on-one attention than I do Tyler. Because Tyler is faster at learning than Truck is. But right now we're on break.
Yeah.
We go back in a little while.
Yeah, they take about an hour lunch, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter. But usually it averages about an hour for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
That gives them enough time to piddle around trying to figure out what they're going to eat. Come on, man. Figure out what they're going to eat. Get them to eat. You know, and of course you get like ones like Tyler. He's got a plate that would just kill me to eat. It's so big. And now, hey, what are you doing right now? Looking for something else to eat, you know. Man, I wish I could do that. And we watch them. I've been watching him, making sure, because I'm a big person, and I understand what that does to you in life. But that boy there is about that big around. I mean, he took after his mama. When she was younger, she was real skinny. The boys messed her up, though. Having kids messed her up. But yeah, if I ever notice that, wait a second, hey, you need to slow down. But nope, neither one of them. They just eat from the time they get up to the time they go to bed.
I had a girl, and I had kept my small girlish figure. Then I had these two knucklehead boys, and they ruined my figure.
Tyler's growing like a weed. He's already taller than Atia here, so he's growing like a weed.
I'm growing like a tree.
Yeah, you're growing like a tree, just slow. Maybe like a bush. You ain't gonna get that big, buddy. It's all right.
Harsh words.
That's all right. Harsh words. It's all right to be little.
Harsh.
There is nothing wrong with being little.
I know, so harsh there.
So hard. No, you just got to learn to accept that you're going to be little.
You're going to eat too stuck as he is dumb.
Yeah.
Come on. He never does that, does he?
No, Tyler's problem is his brain works. His brain is faster than his body. So his brain is like when he talks, his brain is like 2 or 3 seconds before his mouth is. So his words come out all jumbled up or stuttery. They just don't catch up to themselves. So a lot of times you got to stop, talk slow, and then everything catches up with each other. But it's just like his brain is just going. That's why he does in school, though. What is he already a week or two ahead in his studies? Yeah, he's already, that's one thing good about homeschool is you don't have to stick. It's like, this is what your lesson is for the day. Okay. Well, the problem is the lesson for the day, he gets it done in 20 minutes and he's done. And it's not like he just goes through it. No. I mean, Atia makes sure that, he knows what he's doing, she'll quiz him or test him and he gets what he's doing. It's just, he's just so quick at it. So she just lets him do more and more and more. So he's a good 2-3 weeks ahead in his stuff, No, you're about right on schedule right now. You're doing yours the exact speed that normal people do it.
I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not.
Yeah, you let that stuff settle a little bit. Did you have your oranges this morning?
No.
So you can have a couple oranges today. Here, grab me a bag of those things. A bag that's not open yet. I don't know if y'all have I don't know who's all on here. It says 6 people are watching, but nobody's really commenting right now. So, but if y'all have a Walmart, check. I don't know if it is like this. I'm guessing it's like this inside the stores, but when you do the online groceries, yeah, it could all depend on where you live too. But if y'all ever had these oranges, these little cuties, this is one of these 3-pound bags. I mean, these are good sized oranges this time. But this is one of those 3-pound bags of these cuties, the cuties oranges. These things at Walmart are regular $3 and something, $4 and something. But for the last 2-3 weeks now, they've had these on sale for 99 cents a bag. $1 for all these oranges. So I've ordered them a few times now. Like we just got an order, yesterday, I think it was, day before yesterday. And I ordered like 4 of them or something, 4 bags, because they love having some oranges. So if y'all have a Walmart or anything, check that out and see if y'all's Walmart has those on sale. I mean, that might be something to get. I mean, I'm hoping that I know we got to order. We're doing a lot of small orders lately instead of just these big ones. But the next time we order, mainly because I keep forgetting, I'll get on there and say, "Oh, I got to order this," and I'll forget. I'll place the order and I'm like, "Damn, I didn't order that." But when we order again, I'm going to see if they have more oranges. Shoot, if anything, peel them, take them apart, and freeze them. Yeah, you can freeze oranges. Yeah, that's one thing around here too. Is we got a cantaloupe the other day. We got a cantaloupe, a honeydew, and watermelon. I don't know if it's because I live in Tennessee now. If I was spoiled because I live down in Texas, but I cannot get a good cantaloupe and I cannot get a good watermelon. So, let's see what we got. Hey, we got 6 people watching. Write something in the chat if you're watching. I mean, even if you're in the bushes, just be nice to know if there's anybody here. If there's not, this is kind of pointless talking. I already do enough talking to myself during the day. I don't need to be on camera talking to myself. I'm going to use it. Yeah. That or, if you freeze your fruit, and then you can take your frozen fruit, chop it up real small, freeze your fruit, and then stick all your fruit in a blender and then add your milk, or like Truck, we had to add soy milk, but Tyler could add milk and then blend it up and it turns into like a smoothie type thing. Hey, Amazing Bless. Let's see. Miss you guys. Stopping by, show some love. I'm at work. Love your hair. She loves your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. They're in the bushes. I stay in the clouds. Yeah, it's just one of those things with not only with having the mental health issues. It's one of those things where part of your mental health issues is taking care of yourself. So, brushing your hair and stuff like that doesn't work very much. So, I mean, this is easier just to cut it and keep it short, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Plus, it's a whole lot cooler, and you don't got to, it's one of those things that you get in there, you wash it, you can towel dry it, it's dry. You can brush it out in a minute, and then you're done. Before she was spending hours in there trying to fix her hair, greasing it, and doing all this other crap to it. It's like, now I spend more time on my beard than she does on her hair.
The best beard.
Yeah, but take that fruit, freeze it, cut it into little small chunks, and freeze it, and then you add your milk to it, or your soy milk to it, or whatever milk you're gonna add to it, or your protein drink or whatever. Blend that sucker up, and you're good to go. Yeah, shorter hair is easier to maintain. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of shorter hair, hand me that bucket over there. Yep. Oh yeah, I like her hair when it's short. Yeah. Speaking of short hair, I got this from a company the other day. It's this. How would you say that?
Omani.
Omani. It's an Omani shaver. 18 likes. All right. This is an Omani shaver. And this is for your head.
What?
It's a it's this little shaver here. I don't know how to get it out of the package, but it's like a little handheld shaver, and you're supposed to be able to stick it on your head like this and go like this back and forth. Oh, look at that. It popped out of the. It just popped out. So this is it. I'm supposed to be able to stick it on my head and go back and forth with it, you know. And I put it back in the little package. Yeah, go back and forth with it like this, and it's supposed to shave your head. So I'm going to be trying that here soon. But I've had anxiety about it because I can just see me doing it. Here I am with a big old piece of meat took out of my head, you know. So I'm trying to curb my anxiety and do it, you know. It needs a handle though. I know you think it have a handle, but it's meant to be right in your palm. And from what I understand is you're supposed to go back and forth, and you're supposed to go fairly quickly because that's the way they made it to where it does that. So I don't know if I'm going to show it, me cutting it, or not, because it could be kicked off of YouTube for blood if I hit it wrong. I've tried to shave my head with a normal razor before, and it just didn't work, you know. So, but they got this new stuff out there, this shaving powder, but you mix it with water, and you put this stuff on your head, and you let it sit for 5-10 minutes, and then you just get a rag and you wipe it off. It's kind of like Nair. Thought about trying that too, you know, because I don't have no hair up there anyway, so I just get it all off. And it'd be nice not to have a little bit of stubble, just get it all off. Yeah, y'all need to get those dogs out.
Right.
Take the doggies out. Y'all settled it. Them dogs. Just like they're so impatient, you know. But does anybody have any questions or anything?
Can I throw some brownies? No.
Yeah, thank you, Amazing Bless. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good day and a good rest of your week. You know. Yeah, does anybody have any exciting questions or like to know anything? Or oh, Rockwell, key one. Okay. Oh yeah, shared me. Okay. Well, thank you for coming over. You know, really appreciate that. I would if you could like my page. You know, subscribe to me, and I'll come over there and I'll subscribe to you. And I'm really good about watching videos. Pretty much the way I do it is if somebody watches one of my videos, I automatically go over there and watch their videos. That's how I usually keep up with people. And then whenever I have, because my first priority is to watch the videos of people that watched me. And then after that, once I have time, then I just go and see who's got something going on and I watch there, you know. So, but yeah, thank you for coming over. I really appreciate that, you know. But, and I watched the full video. I mean, I don't sleep but 2-3 hours a night, so I got plenty of time to watch videos. Tia sleeps, I don't. You know.
I need my beauty rest. I got school to do in the morning.
So y'all sure are noisy in there.
Hey, me.
It ain't you being noisy. Did you ever eat lunch, Truck?
Yeah, you did.
What'd you have?
Spaghetti. They ate my spaghetti.
Not all of it. Not all of it. There's like a half container. More than half container.
I just got here late, so I will be watching the replay. Okay, thank you.
But so the outhouse.
Please watch the positive ones. I rant a lot. Hey, everybody needs to get that crap out every once in a while. You know, I don't mind watching them rant videos, you know. I mean, everybody has the right to say what they need to say, and you know, I don't mind the rant ones, but I'll watch anything, you know. I just kind of, and then there's some days that I'll just sit there and I'll just watch one person and just run through their crap, you know. But yeah, I like them rant videos though too. I like to hear people talk, you know. You gotta, you know, speak your mind. Oh, man down, man down, man down. Speak your mind, or shoot. A lot of times when people rant about stuff, I learned stuff about some, you know, other things I might not have known. So, yeah, I don't mind watching those. Some of them are funny though. You know, y'all get, you know, some of these people get talking, and you know, that's pretty funny stuff though. I'm just thinking about it and getting a kick in my head. But yeah, I'll definitely go over and check you out. You know, so well, I'm telling you right now, this summer here has been bad with a lot of rain. I could almost swear that it has rained at least once a week. But I think it's rained at least twice a week for the past, what, 3 or 4 months now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just about at least once or twice a week, we've got a storm coming through. And that storm has torn my sinuses up. My head is so clogged. You know, I mean, I can't breathe out my nose. None of that. You laying down now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have well, one because I'm fat, but my couch that I had that I sat on, you know, it wore out, you know, so I took it out. Well, instead what I did is I just moved the bed in here into the living room because this is kind of where, you know, I mean, usually your living room is your central location. You know, I can see the kitchen and I can interact with people, but you know, with me being to the point where there's a lot of days that I don't want to get out of bed, and Atia being to the point where there's a lot of days that she doesn't want to get out of bed, this kind of forces us to still be involved with everything. So I moved the bed out to the living room. I can sit up and watch TV. I can sit up and, you know, talk to the boys. A lot of times I can only sit here because I can't get up because of either my head just don't want me to, or because I'm in so much pain. I can sit here and see the kitchen, and I can talk them through making them something for lunch or whatever. You know, so it's just one of those things where, you know, why not put the bed in here, you know? So that's kind of what I've done here, you know, and that way I can sit up, she can lay down, or she sits up and I lay down, or whatever it is, you know. And you can watch TV and be involved with everything. And but yeah, so yeah, I think my next video that I'm going to make is going to be about my failure on the aquaponics system. You know, and explain. I have to redo that video because I lost all of it. So I don't know where it's at. I can't find it anywhere in the computer. I didn't save it on my camera. So all that whole video is lost. Did I tell you that yet?
Mm-hmm.
I lost all that stuff. Who knows where it's at? I mean, I probably erased it or something. I don't know what happened to it. But I'm going to refilm that here probably. I might do that today. Yeah. Boy, it's messed sinuses up, messed my arthritis up, all that stuff. I don't know where you're at, but we live in Central, ain't it?
Yeah.
We live in Central Tennessee. Where we live is in the midpoint between, Nashville is 2 hours one way, Knoxville is 2 hours the other way, Chattanooga is 2 hours down below us, and Kentucky is 2 hours above us. So we're like centrally located to all those big places,
They call it Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. We live in Middle Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they call it Middle Tennessee. So, but well, like I said, we're in between. Best thing to do is we are smack dab middle into the Knoxville and Nashville. What's the college here?
Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, we live in Cookeville, which is where Tennessee Tech is. Oh, another Yankee. I say that. I mean, don't take it wrong that I say that, but it's funny. Miss Gaming's up there in Jersey. That's my sister-in-law, and my wife is from New York. She was born and raised up there in Brooklyn, so she's a Yankee too. And I say that because I was born and raised in Texas, so I'm Southern. So it's just, I think it's funny, So, and then I don't know if you were here earlier when Andy was on here, which is a friend of mine that I talk to every day. He lives up there in New York too. So I got a lot of New Yorkers on my page.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of New Yorkers. It's funny. But yeah, so yeah, we had a channel before this, and our channel name on the other we used to have was Southern Yankee. So but yeah, hey. Yeah, it rains a lot up there because Andy's always talking about how we got thinking about that is another friend, a really good friend of Atia's lives up in New York too.
Jersey.
Queenie lives up there in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she lives up there in Jersey. Another friend that we've met off YouTube that we talk to just about every day. She lives up there in Jersey. So, but yeah, Andy lives up there, and he's always sending me pictures of the storms that are coming through. So it rains up there just about as much as it rains down here. So I don't know what's up with this weather this year. I wonder if we're going to have a bad winter this winter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for us, it could be a bad winter. It could be a bad winter. We don't usually, a lot of times we don't get snow here, or we get ice sometimes. Or if we do get snow, you get maybe like an inch or two. So
sometimes you can get 5 inches or something.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I lived in Nebraska. I lived up in Nebraska for 15 years, so I know what snow is. So it's not like I don't know what snow is, but yeah, we went from living in Texas where I might have saw snow.
Once every 5 years.
Yeah, once every 5 years you might see some snow. But I mean, usually like on Christmas, it'd be like 75 degrees outside on Christmas. But to Nebraska, where it was cold up there. Love my city folks. Yeah. Hey, one day I'd love to go to New York, but and I think Atia would like to go back. I mean, I'm sure everything's changed. So, but shoot, the way we got it going, we can just do a little trip up there to New York and visit a lot of people from YouTube. Yeah, that's our goal here is we want to get us a box truck, like one of those like U-Haul trucks or whatever. But I want to get one of those that's smaller, that has like the little pass through, but then have that little pass through in there, and then right inside there put a bench seat from like a minivan, like those bench seats. Put some of those in there for the boys could ride back there, and then pull a trailer, pull like a camper on it, and then we can travel the United States. Is what one of our goals is to eventually do. Who knows when that'll be? Your sister said she's tired of the snow and ice. I keep trying to tell him. I keep telling him. I said, y'all need to move down here. You need to start talking into him. You can come down here and live down here. I mean, it's nice, Cost of living's a whole lot better than what it is up there. Shoot, we have a what's he work for? UPS or FedEx?
FedEx.
Yeah, FedEx. We have a FedEx facility just about a half a mile to a mile away from our house where we live. So he can transfer. Yeah. You come down here, you don't have to worry about all those winters.
Or the ghetto.
Or the ghetto, yeah. There's not really a ghetto here. I mean, or they're what they call a ghetto, what as a ghetto, they don't have that here. I mean, I lived in Nebraska and they had ghettos. So I know what a ghetto is. I lived in the ghetto in Nebraska. But here, what they call the ghetto, it's not the ghetto. It'd be middle class for where you're at. Yeah, that's what they call the ghetto here, to be middle class. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I keep trying to talk him into moving down here. I always make some comment in the background when she's talking to him on the phone. Yeah, y'all come down here. Does anybody have any questions for us? For me or Atia? Do y'all want to know anything about our channel or what we're doing or anything? What does it say? It says we got 4 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Otherwise, they're probably just going to end it and maybe go eat lunch. I got to eat lunch still. I had some multigrain toast for breakfast. That was good. Yeah, I really like that multigrain toast. That was good this morning. That was some butter on it. Mm.
Yeah.
But I am a carb addict. I'd be one of those in there and stand up and say, hello, my name is James. I've been eating carbs for 46 years. It could be an addiction. That carbs. Oh, all I'm doing right now is waiting for my next carb fix. I'm waiting for a biscuit. You like that one? Did you?
Yeah.
I make her laugh every once in a while. I do it a lot too. And yeah, I get those biscuits. I line them up in a line, and you know, just like I'm doing Coke, I spread them, make them in the line. You know, have a line of biscuits, or that, or you get your butter and you put a line of butter. You take a biscuit, and you just swipe up the butter. Yeah, I'll come up with a bunch of stuff for biscuits. You know, having like what's those things that I make? Those biscuit muffins or whatever. You take a biscuit and you kind of smush it out, and you put it inside a muffin tin, and then you could add like pepperoni or sausage and a spoonful of sauce, some cheese on top. You stick it in the oven. You got this little pizza biscuit or this pizza muffin, or you could do that with taco meat and taco sauce. So you have a taco muffin. Or that, or pigs in a blanket. I'll tear me up some pigs in a blanket. Them little oinky things. Oh, so yeah, I guess nobody's doing any commenting. So I want to thank everybody for being here. That's still here. I think Angel's probably the only one still left here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for staying. We'll do this again here soon, but everybody be safe out there in this crap that we got going on, you know. But we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.